Why am I matching with my pillow? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is me, Shubhanki, and as you guys can see by my bare skin today, we are going to do some makeup. And this is not just any ordinary makeup. We are going to follow Madison Beer's Vogue makeup tutorial. Also, when I watched Madison Beer's video, I understood that a lot of the things that she does, I personally do it on my own makeup routine. So it's going to be fun, but there is also a twist in this video. It's that I am going to use all very affordable and cheap products because Madison Beer uses some hella expensive makeup products that I cannot afford, and I guess the makeup routine was so good, I feel we need a cheaper version of that routine. So without any further ado, let's get started with today's video.
1, 2, 3.
So we are finally up close. Now I'm going to start. The first thing after prepping her skin, I have already prepped my skin with moisturizer. So after her skincare routine, the first thing that she does is comb out her brows. And she uses a soap to do that, which is like soap typically made to do soapy brows. But I do not have those soaps, those tiny small soaps, because I feel that are really overpriced and I can make do with my cheaper option, and that is Pears. I actually have never shared with you guys how I do my soapy brows, so I am going to show you guys how today. First of all, what I do is I spray a little water over here, as you guys can see, and now as it is a little wet, I'll take a pulley and just brush it over here until it makes a little paste. I guess you can see with my phone camera quality that it is making some paste over here. So, and the spoolie has got a little soap in it. Now I am going to use this soap to make my brows, and you will watch what wonders this Pears soap does. So I'll start with here. Can you see how it started standing up? This is so cheap. You just need a Pears soap. I actually took this one from my mom. Clearly she bought it for bathing, but I took it for making my soapy brows. And this is how my brows looks after combing just one swipe. You can see how much soapy effect it is giving to my brows. And this is my normal brows, and this is the brows after using Pears. Clearly this is becoming a hack video now that I really didn't intend to. By the way, also say hi to my new friend. It just appeared yesterday. I feel this is pure magic. Look at those brows. So yeah, that is my little soapy brow routine. So also say hello to my new nails. Like, aren't they are gorgeous? I mean, look at them. So anyways, let's move on to the next category, which is foundation, BB cream. Especially Madison Beer loves skin tint, and you guys know how much I love BB cream, so we are going to do that. Now you guys know that I really rely on my color corrector, peach color corrector, orange color corrector for really concealing my under eyes so that I do not turn up ashy. And if I don't use one, I am mostly going to turn up ashy. But she has no dark circles. So I guess we are not going to use any color correctors today because I'm truly following Madison Beer's makeup routine. But I know it will not turn up good with me without color correctors. That's a bad idea. So let's start. I'll just start from here. It is really covering up more than I expected, I would say. It's not sheer, it is in the medium coverage range. Yeah, it's a really good BB cream. I haven't used for a really long time and I forgot how much I used to love it. So since I have an active pimple going on my cheeks, I tried to cover it in a very less sheer way possible. Don't want to trigger it more. So if it is active pimple, I would suggest you guys to let it breathe. And also one more thing, can you guys see that my under eyes have turned a little tiny bit ashy, and also over this area my smile line. But yeah, it's fine. So far so good. Let's jump on to my next thing, which is basically a cream contour. Now I cannot stress how much I rely on cream contours because powder doesn't really go well with my dry skin. So cream contour is for the rescue. I use my fingers because I figured out that it's only my fingers that can go inside this bottle. So what I do is I start from here, really concentrating the product here and then stretching it like this. And also she contours her forehead, which I actually do not contour because I have really tiny forehead, but today I am going to do that. So a little dot, she places little dots like that. Today I am all about following her routine. And then she just applies a tiny bit on the nose like this. Yeah, generally I also apply a little bit contouring on my lips upper part to make it look a lot plump, but she has really plumpy lips and she doesn't do that, and we are following that. Just applying circular motion and pushing it backward like this. Very light hand. Can you see the effect now? This is a really pretty shade. I am going to link everything down in the description box if you want to check out. This part is going to be a little difficult because I have a giant friend sitting right there. For the nose part, I know this is a really fluffy brush. I just pinch it like this and use it. I really find it very difficult to do the left portion of my nose. I don't know if you guys feel the same struggle. If you do, please comment down below that. Now I'm going to take the same sponge which had the BB cream and I'm going to just run it over this just to reduce the bang on contouring effect on my nose. Now see the difference? Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. So far it's going really great. I'm loving my base right now, but let's see how it comes up in the end. So now I am going to move on to concealer. I'm really very nervous about this step because if you guys really know me, I do my concealer thing at the beginning, but now I'm doing it kind of in the middle of my base routine. Feel this will going to turn me very ashy. I haven't used any color corrector. I don't want to do this. I'm really loving my base today. She has put a lot of concealer like this, which we used to do like 2 years back. I don't do it anymore, but let's see. Do I still love this trend? Let me put a little bit here. Now she uses a sponge to blend out her concealer. I do not, but I am going to do that. I mean, every time I'm looking at my skin, I am kind of getting distracted with my nails. Like, how gorgeous is this? I know I'm really overhyping my nail paints. I didn't, expect that things will turn up so good, especially without any color corrector. I'm really liking it. This area looks darker, ashier, so which was I was talking about, but anyways, let's move on. Now is the time for the most favorite part of this particular routine. That is cream blush. She loves cream blushes and she overdoes with it, and I'm all about that. I also apply cream blush everywhere on my face, and at the end I look like a tomato, a peachy flower, whatever you want to say. This is my go-to blush. This is the Kiss Beauty shade number 2 liquid blush. You guys gonna fall for it if I apply it right now. Wait for it. Just I apply it over here. This is the step that made me fall in love with her makeup routine. Can you see the peach color? It has such a beautiful flushed peach color. Look at the tone it sets to my cheeks. Now, of course, like every maniac, I like to put a lot more on my nose as well. And by lot more, I mean really lot more. Can you see the amount of blush I have just put on my nose? And like she says, I also really like to look like an anime character. Now, the next step is all about setting your base. And so I had a little bit of loose powder on my hand and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So yeah, let's set under the eyes. I actually do not set anything, but if I do, I really set my under eyes. I actually avoid setting everywhere other than that part, because if you have a dry skin, you know the struggle. She sets her under eyes and a little bit the T-zone. I used to set my T-zone at the very early stage when I just started on doing makeup, and I really had no idea what is good for my skin and all. Look how putting a little bit of powder just pushes down the blush so much and makes it look so natural. Okay, now I need to stop because I'm really liking the feeling of this tickling, but it will affect the base. Okay, now I need to stop. Now is the time for bronzer, and I really love this bronzer. This one is from Wet n Wild, and this is my favorite bronzer. So I am going to take a little bit on the same contouring brush. Let's bronze it up a little bit. I don't know if you guys have used contouring and bronzing on the same look, but I actually do this every single day. This is my go-to look: contouring, applying a lot of blush and then bronzing it up. I also apply a little bit on my eye area, but today we are not going to do what I like to do. Today we are going to do what Madison Beers likes to do. I mean, actually, I went to the beach yesterday and I got really tan so bad. I actually forgot my sunscreen. Yeah. Kids, do not step out of your house without sunscreen. It was a joke. Tell me you know the feeling of applying 2 blushes. What? You don't apply 2 blushes? I hate to tell you guys, but we can't be friends anymore. I mean, I hate to say that. What's going on between us? It's not working. I love applying 2 different blushes, 2 different colors sometimes if I am going crazy that day. And this is to make me feel like I am the only one on earth who does this kind of crazy shit with makeup. But I guess I'm not alone anymore, because Madison Beers does the same thing. She applies cream blush as well as a powder blush. This is a cult favorite blush, but I got it really late. This is the Mellow Wine from Wet n Wild, if you guys haven't noticed. It is like a nude, peachy, mauvish, pinkish, brownish kind of color. Slight difference in shade over here with this area. If I go back a little bit, not to be dramatic, but me applying 2 blushes is just me in a makeup routine. Now it's finally time to apply eyeshadow. Madison Beer uses her own palette that is a collaboration with Morphe, but since I do not have that, I am going to use my Wet n Wild palette. Please, can you guys just don't judge the condition of this palette. And I am using this brown shade. This is a very good transition shade. I feel like I've used this palette so much and half of the shades are kind of not there. I need to buy the same freaking palette again. I'm going to apply this all over my eyes, actually my crease area, because she applies it on her crease. Look how pretty this whole makeup is turning out. Touch wood, I don't want to jinx it. So I'm going to put a little bit on my under eyes. I mean on the lower lash line. Look how this makes a lot different than this. Now I'm going to take this shade and put it on the lid because she does that. This is the only shade that I actually don't like from this palette. Just press the pigment and then blend it. So now I guess you guys can see that the brown creates a little shadow on my crease, while the white thing didn't actually do much, but it did make a little difference highlighting my eyeball over here, my lids. This is not a cut crease, but just a shadow effect, making your eyes look more dimensional. Now what I'm going to do is I will take the same brush as this one. This is the brow brush, the brow pulley that I used, remember? This is an angular brush like this. You can use it to carve out your brows and also make an eyeliner thing. And I am going to use this for the later part. This is the brown shade that I'm going to use. This is such a multi-purpose brown shade. I used to use this for contouring. I'll just stamp it like this. I am really into doing my eyeliners with powder shadow because look how edgy this makes your eyes look, as well as this is kind of soft, not like the black eyeliner. I am actually extending the lower lash line. So this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my inner corner. I'm going to follow the upper line over here like this. You shouldn't do too much so that it looks fake. My eyes is same, but it looks a lot elongated and upward. At this time, can you just tell me how beautiful this makeup routine is? I'm going to cry. Highlighting is the only step I didn't experiment with. I am still sticking to my first palette that I bought. So now Madison Beer applies liquid highlighter on the tops of a cheekbone, but since I don't own any liquid highlighter, I'm going to go back to this highlighter, the only highlighter that I own. This is also a cult favorite highlighter. Can you see the glow it gives? Oh my god. Well, I do not put much highlighter on my face because you can see I have a lot porous, textured kind of skin, but I do like a good nose highlighting though. Now what she does is takes a little bit of highlighter and apply it on her inner corner, and I'm going to use a sponge brush for that because it works the best. Now for the lips, she uses a lip liner which is the exact color as her normal lips, and she overlines with that and then applies a gloss. But I don't own any gloss, and I give you the full right to judge me for that because being a beauty content creator, applying gloss is really on fashion right now and I do not own one. But let's do the lip liner first. So I'm applying also a very nude kind of lip liner. This is the In Color lip liner. Let me swatch it for you guys. This is the shade. This is such a bad swatch. You know guys what, I think I am not going to put anything else on my lips because clearly I don't have a gloss, and this looks a lot better I feel without a lipstick, and I really don't want to put a lipstick. I think this is kind of going good. It matches with my liner. Everything is monotonous, so great. So I think we have finally come to the last step, which is applying mascara, and I am going to use this one. This is the one that I'm currently loving. I have already said about this product on my monthly favorite video. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a card over here. So now you guys know that I do not apply mascara just like this because I first curl my lashes, but Madison Beer doesn't curl her lashes, so we are not going to do that, I guess. I feel like I'm not doing justice to this mascara if I apply it like this. You guys cannot figure out the difference. I'm really itching my hand to curl my lashes right now. You know, this also looks good. It feels like I am going for a more natural kind of look, and we are going for that today. Yeah, I'll give it a pass. I won't complain not using a curler, though it makes a huge difference, remember that. So this is what I look finally after following all the steps from Madison Beer's makeup routine, and I am not going to lie, this looks fabulous, and I am definitely going to switch some of the products and techniques that I used to do with this particular video. And you know, I am going to say I really like it. This is so much better. I mean, there is nothing which is patchy. This looks so bronzed out as well as blushy, as well as, you know, blended well. But if I had to imbibe this, I would still apply a color corrector over here, because the least favorite thing is the part over here, what is happening right there. You can see a line over here which is kind of ashy. So I think let's do a montage. What do you guys think?
Broke down in a courtyard, felt alone, hit restart. Life feels strange. Fallen faces in a brand new place I've run to.
Hi guys, so that is all about this video. I tried to make this video as affordable as it could, keeping in mind that I am following the Madison Beer's Vogue makeup tutorial. I really hope you have enjoyed this video, or it inspired you guys to try new things. And if you guys have made till this far, please like, share, comment. Please subscribe and click on the bell notification button so that you guys can notified whenever I come up with a new video. I'll meet you guys in my next video. Until then, be happy and bye.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up